All right, guys, so let's go ahead and do a windsurf here. You guys can see I'm using a stand-up paddleboard. It's one of those inflatable ones. The reason why you want to use this because you won't have enough volume, okay? So for your size, so you want a paddleboard has a volume. Also, I'm using an iRig sail. Um, it's also you can it's inflatable and it can float in the water. So you want to go ahead and use that, okay? And I mean, you can use either sail, but I recommend this one. The reason why is that because it float in the water. And also, guys, you gotta have this fin here. This will help you not drifting in the water, especially with the current. So you gotta have that. That's a $25 rig that you can get. It's really simple, and you guys can see here. Now I'm gonna go ahead and go to get off the dock and hold the front of the windsurf. You see this right here? I'm holding it. You wanna go ahead and hold that. Do not you do not use that handles over there on the sides. Just use the middle first. And the reason why is that because it's like basically the way the wind sail is gonna be like it's gonna like flag. So you want it to get kind of like getting blown by the wind, okay? Because right now you don't know where the wind exactly blowing. Because right now I'm in the dock area and I'm in the intercoastal. So for my suggestion for you to do is just hold the front of the sail, okay, and just wait. And just when you get away from the dock, you can go ahead and drop it, and it's just gonna float. You wanna face that direction, okay, going to the wind. All right. The reason why is that so just in case it will not sink all the way down, because you can see here where the water is. You see that it's not even sinking, so it's just staying in one area. So it's really easy to paddle if you have one of those stand-up paddle boards, inflatable one, and just paddle, ignore paddling. And what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to go ahead and go to the open. I recommend you to have your paddle with you. It's just the fact that this is you're the beginner and you're not too sure how to read the wind yet, and I would recommend you to have that paddle just in case something you get you're going downwind or the current is just much easier for you to worry about that. So all you have to do now is just worry about how to stand up and learn how to move around the sail. But right now I'm going toward the wind. I'm going upwind. The reason why I'm doing that because I'm gonna be going downwind just to practice standing up. And if you're going downwind, you're probably gonna have speed anyway. So it's just gonna help you out your rideability for you to learn this wind sail. I'm also a beginner, but I think I have an idea. There is a reason why I'm showing you guys doing this because I have a good success with it. And there's really nothing to it, to be honest with you, to learn how to windsurf. And this is what I'm doing right now. Lower down my paddle. I don't want to lose my paddle. And we're gonna go ahead and go windsurfing. See this right here? I can see through the window. Look at this. Woohoo! I'm moving fast. And then you can move around. And then you can go. So you have enough wind. Look at this, guys. Woohoo! Windsurfing. So you got to learn your then if you want more wind, and then all you got to do now is go this way and the whole board change direction, and then once the board changes direction, and then you can go this way. Woohoo! I'm going upwind.
Look at that. It's so much fun, guys. See this right here? And then now you're gonna see that you gotta go ahead before you hit that, and then once you move it around, your board moves. Look at this. I learned this right away. See? No expert needed. Oh my gosh. So again, guys, this is how you do it. If you want more speed, you can get more speed out of this, and depending on the wind too. So right now I think it's only blowing about 10 miles an hour, and you know, just having a good time. And then of course go back this way, and then you move out that way, and then you go back this way. And then the more you lean on this, the more you go fast. Of course, is how you shoot the wind. But that's it. Simple how to learn your windsurfing. So yeah, it's simple. So once you got it, woohoo! Look at this. And you can go upwind. And then of course, if you're learning this, I suggest you do this. So yeah, the current right now is really bad. That's why if you're doing this somewhere else, you wanna have your paddle. Good. This is large. So if you are like 190 or 185 or 200 to 260 pounds, I would recommend you to get bigger. But I think for a smaller one, they also have one medium. The medium is pretty legit too. I would get the medium. You could do a lot of things with it too also, but the large is not bad. Once you have it, it's not even that bad at all, you know. See this right here? Your board starts spinning, and then you just aim where you want to go, and then, you know, if you want to, you can go back this way with it, and you're good to go. Look at this. And then you go fast. So right now I'm going quick. You can see through the little window here, so you can see where you're going.
All right, guys, I just got off from the dock. You guys can see here what I'm doing is I'm going upwind. The reason why I'm doing this, so I can just go downwind. It's just the easy way to go, especially when you're first time learning how to windsail. And anyway, guys, this is my first time on the water with this windsurf. I've never done windsurf before. I actually did it on the land board, just to practice how the wind works with this windsurf. But I think the most important thing is you just gotta learn your circles, your turns, where to go, and you can learn that from spinning your sail. And then once you get that going, I think you can manage anything else. I mean, everything else is simple. You know, if you're going downwind or upwind, you just gotta position your board or the way you lean your board, and that would be it. You know, I don't want to go ahead and tell too much detail on this, but this is how I learned, and I have a good successful with it. So I think the most important thing also is just have your paddle with you. I know I keep saying that. It just, if you have a lot of, just for instance, you get trouble out there, it's just easier for you to get away with it, you know, especially when you're practicing your windsurf. I just did this on the intercoastal. I did not did this in the beach yet because I'm trying to learn exactly how this windsurf work, and I finally get a hang of it. So again, it's really simple. It's not as hard. You just gotta play with it and put time, I think I would say. So if you're a beginner and you want to get into windsurfing and you want to save money, I would go ahead and recommend to get this iRig Aero 1. And it depends on your size. So if you are large, you know, you get the large one. If you're a medium guy, you should get the medium. It's simple, you know. But I think it's a good tool to have if you want to be in a learning curve. And windsurfing gets really expensive, especially some of them are like carbon fiber. But the good thing about this iRig is just simple. I mean, you just pack it up, pump it for a few minutes, and you get to go. And with your paddleboard, if there's no wind, all you gotta do is put it back in the bag and ride with your paddleboard. And your wife can do this, your kid can do this. I mean, your whole family can learn how to do this. It's just fun, with the nature, I guess. So this is the most important thing. You just gotta learn how to turn, and once you get that, you get to go. Again, I just want to say thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to see more video of this, I'm gonna have more video. I'm trying to do more. I'm also learning curve on this windsurf. No one taught me how to windsurf. I just did it myself. I mean, I do have a wind experience, but not with windsurf. So it's totally different, when you're putting kiteboarding or wind surfing, wing kite is totally different also. It's a different ball game. So when you're windsurfing, you're still working out. So like, when you're paddleboard, your paddle, you're getting the workout. Well, the same thing as windsurfing. You might not think because the wind push you, but you still have to hang on and pull the wind, so you're still getting workout from your arms, your shoulders, same thing. So just different muscle, I would say, but it's still a workout. But it's like catching a wave, I would say. When you're catching a wind, you're just moving.